Hi everyone, welcome back to Data Solution. This is episode 4 of our Excel Beginner to Advanced series. So far we have learned the Excel interface, formatting and some basic formulas. But now it is time to one of the most important concept in Excel, cell refreshing. And remember, if you want to watch the complete Beginner to Advanced Excel series, the link to all episode is waiting for you in the descriptions and pinned comment. Don't miss it. Part 1. What is a cell refreshing? Whenever you write a formula in Excel, it usually refers to the address of a cell. For example, is equal to V2 plus C2 adds the value of a cell's V2 and C2. Now here's the things. When you copy or drag this formula to other cell, Excel may change the reference automatically. That's why we have relative, absolute and mixed reference. Let's explore them. Part 2. Relative reference. By default, Excel uses relative reference. If you write a formula in D2 as is equal to V2 plus C2 and then drag it down, Excel automatically updates it to is equal to V3 plus C3, then is equal to V4 plus C4 and so on. This is super helpful when you are applying the same formula across multiple rows and columns. Part 3. Absolute reference. Now let's say you always want to use the same cell no matter where the formula is copied. That's when we use absolute reference. We add $sign before the row and column like this. Is equal to $sign V, $sign 2 plus $sign C, $sign 2. Now if you drag this formula down, it will always point to V2 and C2. It will never change. Absolute reference are perfect when you need to lock a specific value like a tax rate or a discount percentage. Part 4. Mixed reference. This one's a combination of both. For example, is equal to $sign V2. Column V is fixed, row changes. Is equal to V, $sign 2. Row to fixed, column changes. Mixed reference are especially useful when working with large tables and advanced formulas like multiplication tables or metric styles calculation. Part 5. Practical example. Let's say you have sales data and a single tax rate in cell E1 with relative reference. Drag the formula down will shift the tax rate cell incorrectly. But with absolute reference, Excel will always use the same tax rate cell. See the difference. This is why mastering reference is critical. So today you learned the difference between relative, absolute and mixed reference in Excel. In episode 5, we will move on to sorting and filtering data, which will help you organize and analyze information super fast. Remember, this is just one episode of our Excel Beginner to Advanced series. The link to all episode is the descriptions and pinned comment. So make sure you check that out. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe to Data Solution and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the coming next. See you in episode 5.